Hi everyone, this is Dr. Chhoda and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. I missed you folks yesterday during Thanksgiving. In fact, I didn't do a video yesterday. I almost had withdrawal symptoms yesterday. I was missing our community. I hope you folks are doing well. I hope everyone's healthy, happy and safe. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and happy holidays ahead. I'm hopeful and confident that good times are ahead. In this video, I'm going to tell you the latest news about what's going on as far as the country is concerned, the economy, and most importantly, as far as your money is concerned. Let's just jump right in. But before I do, my name is Dr. Chhoda with Ignition Time. Here's some information about me. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Let's just jump right in. On your screen, you'll see a tweet from Barack Ravid. And Barack Ravid is the diplomatic correspondent at Walla News, and he's a contributor at Axios and author of Axios from Tel Aviv. He reported that Mohsen Farizadeh, the architect of Iran's nuclear military program, was assassinated in Tehran, according to Iranian media. And you'll see another article right now on your screen from CNN News that reports that Iran's top nuclear scientist was killed in an apparent assassination, according to state media. Now, I'll give you a little bit more information about this, why it's important as far as the country is concerned. I'll also show you a rather interesting interview with President Trump. President Trump took questions yesterday, and it's been a while since President Trump actually took questions from the press since the election. So I thought it was very interesting what President Trump said yesterday. He was specifically asked if he would be essentially leaving the White House if the Electoral College decides in favor of Biden. And by the way, the Electoral College is scheduled to meet on the 14th of December. So that's a key date that you may want to mark in your calendar. And then the inauguration of the next president is on the 20th of January. So these are two key dates. And in case you've forgotten, well, I'm pretty sure you haven't because I've been talking about it on my channel. The 5th of January are the Georgia Senate runoff races. That's when the control of the Senate is going to be decided. So I'll show you an interesting interview with President Trump where President Trump answered some questions. And I'll also share with you what the Bidens did yesterday. Quite a contrast between what the president's focus is and what the Bidens have been focusing on. Let me be clear, for me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. Whenever I say anything that's pro-Trump, my Trump supporters love it. Whenever I say something that's anti-Trump, pro-Trump supporters don't like it. Whenever I say something that's pro-Biden, the Biden supporters love it. Whenever I say something that's anti-Biden, the Trump supporters love it, the Biden supporters hate it. I can tell you that my goal on this channel is truth. I'll report stuff that's pro-Trump and anti-Trump. I'll report stuff that's pro-Biden and anti-Biden, as long as it is actual news, as long as it is the actual truth and actual facts. With that being said, let's just jump right in. On your screen, you'll see an article from Bloomberg related to this scientist from Iran. Iran scientist linked to military nuclear program was killed, and Iran's foreign minister alleged that the killing of this scientist bore, I quote, serious indications of an Israeli role, but did not elaborate. Now, keep in mind, the president has been very forceful. President Trump has been very forceful as far as Iran's nuclear capabilities are concerned, and he has taken a much more forceful approach to them, in his opinion, relative to the Obama administration. And the president had actually looked into possible options to take against Iran leading up to the inauguration, January 20th. So, look, I don't have access to intelligence information, but I can tell you that President Trump wanted some more action taken against Iran to prevent the nuclearization of Iran. And now we have this assassination actually happening not too long after what the president wanted. So I thought that was interesting. Speaking of the president was actually being interviewed by several journalists yesterday, and the president, took a shot at a journalist and said, "You're a lightweight, speak respectfully to the president of the United States," which was what I took away from it. But the president did comment on what he considered to be widespread fraud in the election. It's just a 2.5-minute clip, but I thought it was very interesting what the president said. He also said, listen, I'll leave the White House if the Electoral College decides in favor of Joe Biden. And he said some pretty noteworthy things. He said this was a massive fraud. We are like a third world country. That's what President Trump said. He said, I'll certainly leave if the Electoral College is awarded to Joe Biden, which, by the way, is scheduled to happen on the 14th of December. Let's take a look at his rather interesting segment with President Trump in the past 24 hours. Let's roll the tape and you be the judge.
Vote for Joe Biden on December 14th. Will you concede the election?
It's going to be a very hard thing to concede because we know there was massive fraud. So as to whether or not I can get this apparatus moving this quickly, because time isn't on our side, everything else is on our side, facts are on our side. This was a massive fraud. This should never take place in this country. We're like a third world country.
Just to be clear, if the Electoral College votes for Joe Biden, will you concede?
Well, if they do, they made a mistake, because this election was a fraud. Just so you understand, this election was a fraud. I mean, they have Biden beating Obama on Obama's vote in areas that mattered in terms of the election, in swing states. And yet he's losing to Obama all over the place. But he's beating Obama in swing states, which are the states that mattered for purposes of the election. So, no, I can't say that at all. I think it's a possibility. They're trying to, look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. All right, I'm going to go with another question. Go ahead.
So if the Electoral College does elect President-elect Joe Biden, are you not going to leave this building?
Just so you, certainly I will. Certainly I will. And you know that. But I think that there will be a lot of things happening between now and the 20th of January. A lot of things. Massive fraud has been found. We're like a third world country.
You know that it's tradition for previous presidents to go to the next president's inauguration, so will you attend?
I don't want to say that yet. I mean, I know the answer. I'll be honest, I know the answer, but I just don't want to say it yet. Look, a thing like this possibly has never happened before, but maybe people just didn't catch it. But we've caught it. We've caught hundreds of thousands of votes. Listen, excuse me. When they don't allow a poll watcher, which is a sacred person in our country, people don't know what a poll watcher is. A poll watcher it's considered sacred in our country. When they throw them out of rooms,
But that's not true. They didn't do
sure
that.
it is. And when they put them in pens,
Your attorneys admitted
excuse
they
me,
were-
no, they didn't. My attorneys did not admit anything.
So that's what the president was focused on. If you look at the president's Twitter feed, the president is focused on challenging the validity of the election, which he's well within his rights to do. But that's the president's focus. Now let's shift gears to President-elect Joe Biden's focus. And you see this tweet on your screen from Joe Biden that reads, "Millions of frontline workers like the firefighters and nurses I called today worked away from their families on Thanksgiving. Our nation is grateful to all of you." Let's take a look at a message from Joe Biden and Jill Biden, and let's roll the tape and let's see what they had to tell the country on Thanksgiving. Let's watch.
Hi.
Esther, how are you?
Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, everybody.
Hey, thank you very much.
How are you all feeling?
For real.
It's crazy. It's crazy what's happened.
And you're risking your lives. You guys you're amazing. Thank you. No one understands how important you are until we need you.
Yeah.
We just wanted to call and wish you happy Thanksgiving and say, God willing, next Thanksgiving will be very different, hopefully.
Yeah.
We just can't thank you enough.
You know how much we appreciate them. God bless you all.
No, really and truly, thank you. Stay safe, man. We need you. We know it. We appreciate it. Well, thank you, man. Best to your family, okay? Nice to meet you. Hope to see you in person one day.
Yeah. That would be wonderful.
We love you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Take care, one another. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
And on a final note, it was very clear that the message that was offered by President Trump and President-elect Joe Biden on Thanksgiving was completely different. Let's take a look at this article on your screen from Politico that reads, "Biden and Trump diverge on Thanksgiving messages and plans." So Biden called on Americans to wear masks during the pandemic, and Trump pardoned Michael Flynn and called for the reversing of the vote results. So you can see what the messaging from the Bidens was. And here's a quote from Bloomberg related to President Trump's activities right around Thanksgiving. And I'm going to quote Bloomberg, okay? "Trump has largely shrunken from the public eye since his defeat, holding few public events and declining to field questions from reporters." Now, there was an exception, and I showed you the 2.5-minute clip earlier in this video of the president essentially answering questions from reporters and talking about the election fraud. So the president participated in the traditional turkey pardoning on Tuesday earlier this week and spoke for a little over a minute on Tuesday after the Dow Jones Industrial Average went past 30,000 points. The president continues to sow doubt about the election result and had planned to join his lawyers Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis at a Wyndham Hotel in Gettysburg, the site of one of the fiercest battles of the Civil War. Now, the president did not attend in person, so the White House declined to say why the president decided not to attend in person, but he did call in with Jenna Ellis holding a phone up to the microphone as the president described the fight as a crucial moment in U.S. history. The hearing concluded testimony from people who alleged suspicious activity but offered no detail of the type of fraud that Trump says could flip several states and allow him to retain the presidency. So I'm quoting from Bloomberg, okay? And here's a quote directly from the president. "The election was rigged and we can't let that happen. We can't let it happen for our country, and this election has to be turned." That's what the president said when he was on the phone with Jenna Ellis. Why wouldn't they overturn an election certainly overturn it in your state because we have other states that are just as bad. That's what the president said. So, and in some brand new information that just came in, this is a big setback to Team Trump. This was just announced. President Trump lost the appeal of the Pennsylvania election case. You'll see this brand new information that just was released by CNBC. A federal appeals court today rejected an attempt from the president from his re-election campaign to keep alive their efforts to undo the result of the Pennsylvania's presidential election, Pennsylvania's electoral college vote. A 3-panel court on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit wrote in pretty intense opinion that the President Trump's campaign, their claims, I quote, their claims have no merit. This is brand new information. This just broke as we were preparing to release this video. I'll give you some more details about this court decision as well as comments from Jenna Ellis, who's a Trump campaign attorney. So the court's sharply worded opinion, by the way, this was reported by the Washington Post, and I'll provide you with a link to this update in the description section below. The court's sharply worded opinion was written by Judge Stephanos Bibas, who was appointed to the court by President Trump. This is what the judge wrote. Charges of unfairness are serious, but calling an election unfair does not make it so. Charges require specific allegations and then proof. We have neither here. That's what Bibas wrote. And I want our viewers and subscribers to understand that the Trump campaign had appealed after a district court judge last weekend dismissed its federal lawsuit against Pennsylvania election authorities and rejected its request to revise the suit. So Bibas did note, this is what the judge said, that Trump's campaign, I quote, never claims fraud or that any votes were cast by illegal voters. That is what the judge said. I want our viewers and subscribers to understand that. And he said that granting the president's request to throw out the election results could be, I quote, grossly disproportionate. Grossly disproportionate. Now, Jenna Ellis, who's a legal advisor to the Trump campaign, did tweet out something following that decision by the judge. And this is what Jenna Ellis tweeted out. We are very thankful to have had the opportunity to present proof and facts to the Pennsylvania state legislature onto SCOTUS, meaning onto the Supreme Court. Now, I want our viewers and subscribers to understand something here. Jenna Ellis said that we presented proof and facts. The judge in this particular context said that President Trump's campaign never claims fraud or that any votes were cast by illegal voters. So the Trump campaign attorney is saying one thing, and the judge is saying a completely different thing. This is very interesting. I want our viewers and subscribers to let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is this a PR strategy on the part of the president, or is a judge saying something that is not consistent with what was presented? This is two contradictory opinions are coming to us from the Trump campaign attorney, Jenna Ellis, who I will quote. She said, we are very thankful to have had the opportunity to present proof and facts to the Pennsylvania state legislature onto SCOTUS, onto the Supreme Court of the United States. Quite incredible. So that's where things stand, everybody. Now keep in mind, Michigan, Pennsylvania have already certified their results. Nevada have certified their results in favor of Joe Biden. North Carolina certified results in favor of President Trump. And on the 14th of December, the entire results from all the states will be official. That's where the Electoral College will meet on the 14th of December. So the three key dates of the 14th of December, the 5th of January, the Georgia Senate runoff races, and the 20th of January. These are the three key dates, going forward as far as the country is concerned. And, all I can say is I hope that we come together. We are united going forward. Let me know what you thought of this information in the comment section below. You'll find a link to all of our resources in the description section below. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new from this video, please consider clicking the like button. Please gently ignite that subscribe button and gently ignite that notification button. The name of our channel is Ignition Time. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. Get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list. You can opt out at any time. Now, if you want, you can get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You can get added to our email list. You can opt out of the SMS list or the email list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. You can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So make sure you follow us on Twitter for breaking news and alerts. Speaking of alerts, sometimes YouTube does not always send out the alerts on time when we release new videos. There's a simple solution. All you have to do is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. And you can visit the homepage of our channel and you can watch our videos at any point in time that you want. I encourage you to comment below, engage with our community. Our community is growing. It's very respectful. It's very intelligent. It's very bipartisan. For us, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. We are not Democrats. We are not Republicans. We are Americans first. So I want our viewers and subscribers to know that that is the unique part of our community. Now, you'll always find the links to all of our resources always in the description section below, so you can dig deeper into any of our sources on your own. Also, please share this video with friends and family if you learn something new. This way, others can also get access to the right kind of information. We don't believe in information that is too conservative or too liberal. We want to provide information that is fair, objective, and balanced as much as possible in this imbalanced world that we live in. Finally, if you learned something new from this video, please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. And also, I would really appreciate it if you tell your friends and family about this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.